everyone. If you don't already know me, my name is Debbie Gibson, and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! In Ontario, Canada. If you would like to get to know me better, then come and craft with me and have some fun. So let's just turn the camera here. There we go. Okay, and if you happen to be watching me live, then I'm trying out a new program, and I would really appreciate it if you are able to comment so that I can kind of keep an eye out and just kind of see how everything works here. Okay, so we are going to make a really fun little Easter card tonight. I'll show you. So this is the cute little Easter card. I will be using the Happy Easter from last month's product of the month, Reason to Celebrate, along with this very super cute Easter basket stamp set, all in a row embossing folder, which is really, really pretty, and the die cuts. Now, oh, and one more thing. These are the textured note dies as well. And I'll be using the the third and the fourth, I believe it is. Okay, now I have pre-cut things because I want to show you a cute little technique here. So, first of all, find my stamp set here. There's my little bunny. Oh, I need a bigger block here. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ink up my bunny with Memento Black and stamp it on my paper. Okay, so there you go. You can see there's a super cute little bunny there. But you will notice in the stamp set, there's only one bunny like that. So I want to show you some magic. It's not really magic. It's just kind of fun. And I have my fingers crossed that it's going to work for me tonight. If not, we'll just try again. Okay, so I have my silicone mat here, and you do need to have that for this. So I've inked up my bunny once again. On my silicone mat, very carefully, trying not to jiggle, I'm just pressing down on my bunny and straight up. So now you can see that, whoops, there we go, that the bunny has come onto my silicone mat. So now, being careful I don't use this bunny here, but on this side, I'm just going to take my paper, my white cardstock, and press down ever so gently. Lift up, and voila, there is the other bunny. Isn't that cute? And I have found that sometimes, this one actually turned out pretty good, but I do have a Stampin' Right marker, a black one. So if by chance something didn't maybe come quite how you wanted it to, you can always take your marker and very carefully just kind of fill in those little spaces there. But that one actually did turn out pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you bring in your chamois and clean that off so that you don't get that on your next one. And, of course, we'll clean our bunny off here, too. Okay, we're going to put the bunny back so we don't lose them. Hard to believe Easter is not that far away, right? So this is the card. I'm not sure if I showed you that already or not. I can't remember, sorry. But this is the cute little card that we're making tonight. And like I said before, I've actually pre-cut everything because there's a lot of little pieces there. So we'll just assemble all these little pieces. Whoops. So as you can see now, I did use my die cuts from, whoops, not from that one, from my Easter basket. These are super, super cute die cuts in here, including a basket. And so I've die cut with this bunny here, and I've die cut the grass, and I stamped the eggs and die cut the eggs just because there's so many little moving pieces. So now I just don't want to lose any of them that I've done. Okay, so here we go. This is the beautiful embossed piece. There, bringing it close up there, you can see that. It's super pretty. So we're just going to glue that down onto our card base. Nice and careful. Sometimes you have to kind of pick it up to make sure you get it straight. There, that looks like it's okay. Put that aside. And by the way, if you're not already... Oh, hi. Great. So I am so thrilled. Thank you so very much for you commenting, because I really wanted to see how this would work, and you are my first person to comment, so I appreciate that. How did I cut the reverse bunny? Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. So what I did was, I took my snips and just cut the reverse bunny. So you did see how I stamped the reverse bunny, right? Okay, so you can see, so I'm just cutting it out. Whoops. And then what I've done is, there's my little reverse bunny all cut out just with my paper snips. And I've colored it in a little bit here with some of my light gray granite and this little pretty in pink for his ear there, and a little daub on his nose. So that's what I did. I just took my snips. Now this bunny I cut out with my die cut. But yes, thank you for asking. Oh, hi, Brenda. Thank you for joining. And I really am glad that you're commenting as well. So yes, so this one I just cut out with my snips. And you know what? When you comment, I always feel so much better that I don't feel like I'm so alone out here. So, and this is a new program I'm using, so I'm really curious to just kind of see. And now I know that, yes, it does work. So that makes me really happy. Okay, so I think you probably have seen what I've done there. If not, just feel free to comment, because now I can actually talk back and forth with you. I'm going to put this piece here. I'm going to put that on. So I decided I'd put it on with, whoops, my dimensionals. And yes, these ones haven't been colored as I normally do, but hopefully I have enough on this sheet. I think I do. There. Okay, so I'm going to... Why I like coloring them is because it's so much easier to see when I've taken all these little white backings off. And they're sticking to me tonight, which is kind of funny. There. So that I don't have to do that little test. Make sure I got all the papers off. Okay, so just going to put this on here, kind of centered as best that I can. And then we will assemble this here. So this is so cute. I love this set. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, before I do that, I'm going to put on my Happy Easter. If you don't have this reason to celebrate and you're still able to get it, like, do get it. It's last month's product of the month, and look at all the sentiments on it. They're really going to be useful for several occasions. You can just see how many there are here. Okay, so I want my Easter, and I know that because I've already, you can see from the pink, I've already used these. So what I'm going to do is just put these down And you know, just thought of this, I could be using my, my Stampin' Positioner too. If you don't have a Stampin' Positioner, you want to make sure that you join my team from now until March 2nd. It's getting closer, so you can get it for free in your starter kit. But in order to join my team, you do have to live in Canada. But that's the only thing you do, is have to be in Canada. Okay. Of course, because I'm doing this live, it's moving all over the place on me. There. There. Okay. And I'm just going to pick it up with my block. Now that I've positioned it there, just like that. Open up my gorgeous grape. Of course, it's silly that I'm doing this in a white sweater tonight. The other day I had on a light purple sweatshirt, and I had ended up with black from a Memento black all on my arm. It's like, so I do have to be careful. I like bringing in this little Stampin' mat as well. Okay, so I'm just going to do this kind of into the middle. There we go. Close that up so that I don't have any accidents. I'll clean that off after. Okay, now bring in my grass pieces. And I'm just going to put glue across the very bottom part here. Whoop, just like a thin layer, hopefully a thin layer that is. There, okay. You could go over this side if you wanted to, but I'm just trying to keep it kind of within the little framework here. Maybe I'll bring in my silicone mat again too, just to keep the glue on it. And then just a little bit here. Actually, I need the wrong side there. That's okay. That's why I have my silicone mat as well. And then just kind of butt that up there. Now, because I put glue on that, I'm going to just kind of fold it and trim it before it gets any glue on my paper where I don't want the glue. There, that's okay there. Okay, now I think what I'll do is bring in my bunnies first, actually. Come here, little bunny. There we go. And some dimensionals. So I'll put a couple dimensionals here and kind of about there, because you'll see why in a second. Take those backings off. So what I'm going to do is slip it. Because I didn't glue my grass, I can slip my bunny under the grass. But I also want to make sure that I'm not covering up my Happy Easter. So there. Okay, he's good there. And I'm going to do the same with my other bunny. Whoops. It was a beautiful, beautiful day out today. I was able to get out for a while and out of my craft room. Okay, so I'm slipping my bunny under the grass like that as well. And again, watching my Happy Easter part. Then I'm going to take my eggs. I'm going to glue this one down under the grass again, like that. And my purple one, doesn't matter really which order you do these in. I've just chosen, and I've stamped. This is Fresh Freesia in the background. It's probably hard to see. And I stamped it with Gorgeous Grape. And this one here is pretty in pink, and I stamped it with Melon Mambo. And my blue one is Balmy Blue stamped with Secrecy. Okay, so just slip that egg under there, like, whoops, like that. And I'm going to put a dimensional on this guy. Slipping it still underneath the grass, but on a dimensional, so that one stands up a bit. What do you think so far? Do you like it? Then, let me see. Okay, I did glue it down. So because this one here is on dimensionals, I'm going to glue this part down here. Just like that. And there's the card. I think it's quite cute, actually. Then, you know what we could do too? Bring in an envelope and let's just maybe stamp the bunny again. Where did I put my bunny? I guess I put him back, didn't I? There we go. Oh, thanks, Brenda. I'm glad that you like it. So I just thought, well, we could put a cute little bunny on the outside of the envelope here too, so that when you're giving it away or mailing it, especially if you're even mailing it, I'm sure maybe the post office people would get a kick out of seeing it. There. And we could color in maybe just a little ear here a little bit, and his nose. That's all I'm going to do on the envelope. Oh, we could stamp on for you even. How about that? There. Do you like that for just something easy on the outside of the envelope? There we go. So there's the one that I showed you before, and here's this one now with the envelope. Oh, thank you very much, Elizabeth. I'm glad that you like it. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you haven't already been following me on my Facebook with Card Creations with Crafting Fun with Debbie, I would appreciate it if you could do that. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, maybe you could think about doing that if you like to as well. So that would be absolutely wonderful. I do see like people have subscribed, but I can't always see who subscribed. So if you have already, then thank you very much. Just go back here. There we go. There, here we are again. So that's it, I guess, for tonight. And if you would like to get, oh, of course, now that I turn the camera, but if you'd like to get the Easter Bunny, the Easter basket set, and you don't have a demonstrator, then I would appreciate if you would order from my website on Stampin' Up, debbiegibson.stampinup.net on Stampin' Up. What else would it be, right? Anyways, thank you once again for joining me, and we will be back again soon with another card. There's another one that I've made, which is cute, and I'm thinking I might do a video on that one with the basket too. If you would like to see that, then stay tuned, and I may, not tonight, I won't return, but I may think about doing that one. There's a lot of moving pieces again with that one too, so probably I will pre-die cut everything just because, but show you maybe how to do the basket. Okay, have a great evening or the rest of your day, and we shall talk again soon. Thanks again. Bye now.